Everybody wants to live in New York, but not everyone talks about how much it actually costs. Can you really live comfortably in New York in 2026? The truth about family life and expenses. Welcome to today's episode. Today, let's talk about the rising cost of living in New York in 2026. The recent cost of a family of four living in New York would need roughly about $291,333 to be able to live comfortably. And I still doubt that. I don't know whether it includes every other thing, because trust me, guys, it is so expensive to live in New York right now. I remember some years back where I could go out to shop without even thinking about the price. Right now, if I am in any store, trust me, my head is working overtime like a calculator, because I will calculate every item before I drop it in my cart, because I really want to have the idea of how much I will be paying when I go to the checkout. I don't want to go to the checkout and be embarrassed. I don't know whether you guys are like me or I'm alone in this. I'm someone that once I get to the counter, whatever it is, even if it was above my budget, I would just get it, because I do not have time to begin to say, oh, take out this, take out that, or minus this, or it is so embarrassing. I'm not even going to lie. Not to talk about how the people on the queue are just looking at you like, oh, okay, you couldn't afford all of this and you have to load your cart with all of this. But do we need everything that is in that cart? The answer is yes. But somehow, trust me, New York have made it so unbearable to be able to get everything that you want to keep your home running. Let's not talk about people who have large families. I know that out here in New York, there's a lot of assistance here and there. You will see food pantry and all of that. But some of us are not used to all of these freebies, right? And sometimes you will tell yourself that, I don't know, this is me. I usually tell myself that I don't think I belong to that tax bracket where I have to go and stand in the food pantry to get food for my family. But are we struggling to get the basic things in New York in 2026? The answer is yes. There's something about life. Human beings, we adapt a lot. We adapt quickly to a lot of things. Trust me, the difference between 4 or 5 years ago, or 3 years ago, or even 2 years ago, it's like I said, those years I have just called, I could take $500 to any store and I will come back with everything that I need. Recently, I went to BJ's to shop and I took like things that I didn't like, because I don't have all the time in the world to always go out to shop. So I decided to say, okay, if I need one thing now that will last for 2 weeks, let me get two more that will like last me for at least a month. And when I get to the counter, ta-da! When I got to the counter at the end of the day, come and see my shock. The total of my item was 1,800 and some change. And I'm saying, at one point in New York, do we start spending 1,800 just to buy groceries, just to buy food items, just to buy household items? I'm talking from toiletries to just snacks for the kids and just normal everyday food. Why on earth are we spending 1,800 to buy food? Why on earth? This is not rent. This is not housing. This is not family expense. It's part of family expenses anyway, but this is not something major. This is not school fees. This is just food. I can shake that off my head. Trust me. If you're living by yourself, you might not understand what I'm saying, but if you have a family of 5, 6, 7, 8, girl, we have had it up to here. What is the difference? Let's even talk about the days where just eggs, were out of reach. Like, you go to the store, you can't see it, and when you happen to see it, it costs an arm and a leg. I remember when men would put a box of egg in a Hermes bag, a Gucci bag, a YSL bag, and when they hand it over to their wife and the wife open it, they are jumping with joy. Yes, it got to a point where eggs were like you being able to afford a Hermes bag. I know I'm over exaggerating, but guys, I don't think our everyday life should be that hard. Come on, guys. Anyways, please, guys, share your stories. Share that moment that gave you a shock. Me, my biggest shock was when I was in BJ's and I went to the checkout and they were telling me my total was $1,800 and some change. And I'm like, what? You say what? That was the height of it. So let me know in the comment section what was the highlight of, or what has been your highlight of 2026, or from 2025 to 2026, the cost of living in New York. What is that time that gave you a shocker, that gave you shivers down your spine, that gave you like, you say what? Let me know in the comment section. Like I said, if you live by yourself, you might not be able to relate to what we are saying. But here, this is a mother or a family woman crying out loud and saying, we need help. We don't even want to talk about the price of gas. Let's leave that talk for another day. But what do you think? What do you all think should be done to make life more bearable for everyone living in New York and living in the world at large? Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next episode.